And now the Broncos come away. Mistelbacher 3-on-2. Through to the front of the net, they score! Ty Copeland goes to the net and is able to redirect the hard pass by Mistelbacher. Pass side for Bernie. Top of the circle. Back to midpoint, Brzezinski. Right wing side, Mistelbacher beside the net. Stepping up front, Gould shoots and scores! Ryland Gould able to pick the top shelf on the stick side on Elliott as the Broncos create a 2-on-1 down.
For Hayden Pakala offensively continues as Bernie dances back in. Put to the front, to shot, scores! What a rip by Luke Mistelbacher. And just like that, the Broncos back in front 2-1. Caswell in, cuts to the middle. Caswell waiting in front, chance, scores! Mistelbacher again, and it's 3-1 Swift Current.
Chance to get going, 3-on-2 for the Broncos. Caswell drops for Mistelbacher, going to that's Bernie, he scores! 4 straight goals for the Broncos in the second! And this place comes alive, the second of the period, and Brady Bernie has a word!
Mistelbacher waits, goes to Caswell, gets the return feed in the middle. Mistelbacher as the sees part, walks in and fires, scores! With 3 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Mistelbacher gets the Broncos back within 1 with 6:51 to go in the third. It took 8 power plays for the Broncos to break through on the man advantage, but break through.
And glove down. Here's a chance. Mistelbacher's going to get free in, but to find defense for Bernie. Scores! I thought Ethan Bonaventura almost snagged that, but instead, Brainy Birdie ties the game with Aura in the trenches though against him as the Seattle Kraken pick. Puck comes loose. Here's a chance. Backdoor! Mistelbacher scores! Clark Caswell orchestrates that from the far corner. Out to Brady Bernie. And everybody draws in wide open. Is the pride of Steinbach. Luke side out to a quick 2-0 lead. But Luke Mistelbacher is trying to change that fortune. Tries to send across. Bernie scores! A huge break for the Broncos. And cleared out to center into the final minute of play here in this second period. Good hard hit on Bo Courtney. Neutral zone though. Mistelbacher gets away from one man, 3 to the attack. Rips and fires. Scores! Luke Mistelbacher. Puck, he'll keep it in over the line onside. Drops for Bernie. Trailers Rondo. Trying to go back. Stop. Rebound. Mistelbacher scores! The transition play for the Broncos has led to 3 first-period goals. And Luke Mistelbacher, stay hot! As Steinbach drops for Caswell. In for Mistelbacher, curls and fires, scores! Brady Bernie redirects it home. And the Broncos take a 5-0 lead for Mistelbacher. Some traffic starting to populate in front of the Warrior net. Here's a shot stop. Rebound. Mistelbacher back to the net. He scores! A smart play from the top of the... Broncos make a switch as Mistelbacher in. Scores! An absolute... To the slot. Back to it. Mistelbacher. Circles to the line. Johnson, a shot. Scores! That hit a defender on the way through and misdirection for Mistelbacher. Now Caswell works back to the point. Has some traffic. Now open is Dezane, a shot. Scores! Carlin Dezane. That'll be his first power play goal as a member of the Swift Current Broncos. Now following up is Rondo, has the trailer Dezane, receives the pass, trying to go across. Here's Caswell, fires and scores! I lost it, it's Luke Mistel. Broncos have it, Caswell to Mistelbacher, keeps right circle, now sends it through, redirected, rebound, Gabriel shells it and scores! A big rebound. Broncos have it. Caswell to Mistelbacher. Keeps right circle. Now sends it through. Redirected. Rebound. Ratzlaff to the bench. Mistelbacher takes away. Trying to feed Bernie for the hat trick. Scores! Brady Bernie, second career Western Hockey League hat trick.
And the carry down the left boards. for the bumper, Bernie. He'll hook it to the side for Gould. Back across. Mistelbacher shoots. He scores. A power play goal for Luke Mistelbacher. Extends his point streak to 9, and the Broncos on the board. A power play goal. It's 3-1.
Peterson curls over to the left side. His pass misses the mark, and now Brady Bernie has a chance, and he fires and scores. Hildebrand got a piece of it, not all of it, and the Broncos take advantage of a turnover at the Raider. Dinsky, and now here comes Mistelbacher. Luke Mistelbacher. Drop back for Bernie, now cross ice, right side, they score! Mistelbacher to back to the blue line, Caswell. Now right side for Mistelbacher. Mistelbacher back to the line for Caswell. He'll fire a shot, scores! 9-4 for the Swift Current Broncos.
Broncos off the wall, clear cut break. Mistelbacher hook to the backhand, scores! 12-game point scoring streak continues. And if it's not for a couple from trouble, but finally touched up. No, it's not. Good play. Back for Brzezinski. Dezay, one-timer. Back of the net. He scores! With the extra attacker on a delayed penalty by the Oil. Gould and just wide. Broncos get a good touch here. Caswell, Mistelbacher to the middle. Scores! Ryland Gould tips it on the way through. And back out in front of the Broncos. On the Prairie Sky Well Services power play, Ryland
it up ahead, intended for Lakovic, stolen by Gould. They center Mistelbacher, backdoor Dezane scores off the Warrior turnover. The Broncos make a nice play to the Moose Jaw net with short ice, and they'll tie the game at 2.
We talk about the importance.
Goes chance for numbers through the middle. Caswell breakaway scores. Clark Caswell ties the game.
with Mistelbacher and Bernie 3-on-2. Mistelbacher, Bernie coming late, across for Caswell, scores! The transition of this line of Caswell, Bernie, and Mistelbacher take off. 3 Broncos into the attack. Mistelbacher keeps, stop, rebound. Now it's Bernie, scores! Brady Bernie! Breakout attempt fails. Here's Dezane. Lets it sit. Now Mistelbacher with time. Scores! Yes, sir. You can see that one from a mile away. Breakout attempt fails. Here's Dezane. Lets it sit. Now Mistelbacher with time. Scores! Urocha gets a piece of it with a stick. And now one last call for the Broncos, perhaps. As Mistelbacher looking to take off. 1-on-3. Makes a move. Great individual effort. Backhand. Scores! He's done it again! Luke Mistelbacher caps off a 4-point night. And the Broncos walk it off in overtime. No shot taken, but following up is Dezane. Looks wide open. McGregor into the slot. Fires. Stopped by Mateka. Mistelbacher scores! 15 games in a row. Luke Mistelbacher has found the score sheet. And on a rebound in tight on a stop by Lucas Mateka, Luke Dezane puts on the brakes, waits for a trailer, has one in Caswell. Open is Mistelbacher. He's in. He scores! Luke Mistelbacher make it 16 games in a row at the point. That insurance mark and put this game out of reach for Regina. Luke Mistelbacher has scored on the power play. Looking for a second. He's got it. He scored! Ripping and ripping. Luke Mistelbacher. Mark and put this game out of reach for Regina. Luke Mistelbacher has scored on the power play. Looking for a second. He's got it. He scored! Jammed on the puck, and the Broncos are able to take off. Mistelbacher, right circle, keeping across. Scores! Brady Bernie! Broncos take the lead 1-0. As that pass.
Saunderson there, can't pick it up. Mistelbacher in front. Caswell, 1 shot, 2 shots, scores. And it's the Broncos will jump out in front as that play developing right at the Swift Current blue line. The puck jumping over the stick of Molendyk.
For the Tigers, they'll look to exit. Failed clear though. Fed out front. Here's Connor Cross. One-timer. Caswell back to the net. He scores! The captain strikes first. As now the Broncos get away, partial break. Here's Mistelbacher in, shells it and scores! Luke Mistelbacher, where have you been?
Right circle, Mistelbacher, shot blocker save, puck bouncing around, they score. Rylan Gould may have his second of the game as he's able to tip that in. And the Broncos on their
hands off for Caswell, curls and fires, rips it wide, loose puck sideline, it's right there on the goal line. Caswell has time and space, fires, scores! The captain cashes in.
Ping from up here. Oliver Tulk nearly makes it 1-0, but the Broncos head the other way. They've got ideas to open the scoring. Mistelbacher into the slot, wrist shot, deflecting, scores! Off of Calum Parker, the Hitman defenseman. It finds the back of the net, so a post at one end for Moranov's pass far side. No one home. Tulk had gone for the change. Moranov didn't recognize it. Broncos will bring it in on the right side. Mistelbacher, the shot, he scores! What a release into the top corner. Luke Mistelbacher's got a pair of goals. Give him 19 on the year.
Chips it ahead to Rylan Gould. Into the high slot, Brady Burney pass out front, scores! Tap-in goal for Luke Mistelbacher. And just like that, the Swift Current Broncos have tied this game at
point. Watched by Oehring as he skates to the middle. Drops it for Berzinski. Now to the side of the goal. Back to the point. Caswell, right side. Mistelbacher shot. They score! And Hildebrand stuck his head up in the air. I think he wanted that one. Christensen was in the...
Oehring boards and out. Will try to clear. Kept in, though, by Berzinski. Gloves it down at the point. Now it's Mistelbacher curling, firing. Scores! Back-to-back games with the power. Once more. Trying to go back for Crocker and took it away. Berzinski now for Mistelbacher. Keeping. Now fires. Scores! Luke Mistelbacher with a... Sharks try to get set. Here's Caswell to Berzinski. For Mistelbacher, keeping and firing. Scores! Hat-trick goal, Luke Mistelbacher!
Off to Charlie Ellick. Poke to the wall. Gould is on it. Fed out to Mistelbacher. Mistelbacher throws it backdoor, scores! Kettles out of the box and on the board. We're tied at 2 with 6:22 to go.
Off the play, here's Dezane. Ahead stretch pass. Luke Mistelbacher in behind to the fence. He's in! He scores! Luke Mistelbacher! Catch me if you... Caswell at least tried to. Kept in, but now stolen. Good diving effort by Van Mogen, but it's stolen. Here come the Broncos, 2-1. Mistelbacher keeping forehand, backhand! He scores! 2 in the holster! Trying to feed it for Caswell. He couldn't let that puck sit right away. Able to recover, though. Dezane across. Mistelbacher curls. Now fires. Scores! St. Martin slow to get up as he's in trouble. And slow to get off. Empty net. Mistelbacher for his fourth. He has scored!
Connor Gabriel to the left side. Caswell feeds one right side. Mistelbacher. He waits, fires, scores! Luke Mistelbacher ties us at 2 with his 6th goal in 3 games against the Tigers off a 4-goal showing last night. He gets the 2nd of the night for the Broncos to square us at...
Mayo, D-to-D pass. In for Caswell, up for Mistelbacher. Top of the point, here's Mayo, a shot, scores! Power play goal redirected on the way through. Brady Burney has the Broncos out and off the boot, and Luke Mistelbacher, a chance to put it away. Sharp angle, hit the side of the net, in front.
Gould plays it back to Mayo on the left side. Mayo back into the corner for Gould. Gould, cross-ice feed, scores! Mistelbacher from the right side of the net finally gets one through, and as a result, the Broncos will cut into this one. They're up.
In stride comes Caswell. Onside over the blue, trying to feather it ahead. Here's Mistelbacher. He fires and scores! Target locked. Missile launched. Taken away. And here's Burney trying to bust in. 2-on-1 with Mistelbacher. Across for Mistelbacher 2. A chance. One-timer. They score! Caswell to Mistelbacher. A one-timer in the drive. Now it's Caswell. Keeping across. Mistelbacher keeping it firing. Stop. Backhand. Burney. on play, Gaucher, still loose. Schlenker down, still in the paint. Dezane wraparound.
Which is tied for second amongst all defenders in the Western Hockey League. Dezane crisscrossing 2-on-2 into the zone. Weaves his way far side. A shot off of Hood and just missed. Dezane with a good opportunity off the snapshot. Now he's got it to the goal line. Takes it back to the outside boards. Now up high, a shot is off of Hood. Oh, they score. Was it deflected?
So of a play by Finney, and now the Broncos have bodies the other way. It's Gould, left wing, Gould in, Main Street, right on goal. Stop, loose puck, kick back, and they score.
Lane feed. Here's Mistelbacher, wide open net. He'll score, and that'll make it a 6-3 game. And again for Luke Mistelbacher, that'll be his 32nd goal of the season. He will snap a goalless drought.
Ball Van Mulligan can't clear. Mayo knocks it down to the right circle. Mistelbacher in front. They score. It'll be Mistelbacher's goal off the skates of Tanner Molendyke, and the Broncos are within one here in Medicine Hat. Is it poked free? It's going to be a breakaway for Mistelbacher to give the Broncos the lead. He scores. Luke Mistelbacher, 2 third-period goals. Misselmania has the Broncos in front by 1 with 3:40 to go. In front, the pass intercepted, flipped up and held on side by Weisblatt, but Caswell will find Mistelbacher, who has an empty net, and Weisblatt just threw a high hit at the end of that play on Clark Caswell, and we're going to see a penalty come, and this game is over.
Back for Mistelbacher. Middle for Mayo. Keeping, holding, no shot yet. Now for Mistelbacher. Some traffic in front. The shot stopped by Guy. Rebound. It's loose. They score! Ryland Gould! With
the goal, 17-28.
Wilkie has it. Now it's going to be Gould across for Mistelbacher. He's open. He scores! Luke Mistelbacher. The Broncos go in succession. Now Mayo assesses across Caswell. The Mistelbacher, he's in, and he ripped it just wide. Where Caswell will get the puck once more. Dezane, touch pass to Mayo one more time. Here's Dezane, backhand, scores! Mayo to the point, fouled by Dezane. Here's Mistelbacher across, in for Mayo, one-time drive stop, loose puck, Gould, bouncing puck, it's in, they score! Clark Caswell with 3.
Trailer for Dagenstein, and Mistelbacher stretches for Caswell, trying to bust in on the partial break. Looks for help, trailers, Mistelbacher, one-timer, back to the net, he scores! Luke open Caswell, his chance to win it. Can't get a shot off though. Pass is blocked. And now give and go, open again, Mistelbacher, backhander, scores! He's done it again!
Trying to take a pass away, almost lost it. Into the final minute. Here's Dezane across. Bernie in for Dezane. He fires. Scores! Dezane!
Just past the 8-minute mark here in the second period. The Rebels lead this game 1-0. Puck into Red Deer territory behind the net. Puck into the slot. Shot! Scores just like that. Brady Burney ties it at 1. 20 of those came on power plays. He's up to 48 goals on his career. Caswell, top of the right circle. Backdoor feed, shot, scores. Perfect pass to Mistelbacher, makes no mistake. 3-2 Swift Current.
Out to play it, he'll leave it for Josh Morey. Now Sauchin will help. Pocket picked in front, they score. Luke Mistelbacher in front, gets the feed from behind the net, and it's 2-1 for the Broncos.
Well, Mistelbacher can shoot the puck, and he's not going to miss when he gets set up like that. Nice dish from behind.
By Pine in front. Right circle for Regina. Now their shot trickles in. This one deflected home in front as Mistelbacher let it fly, and it's redirected into the back of the net by Ryland Gould. His first in 6 games. Clark Caswell changes spots to the side of the goal. Mistelbacher walks in front, dekes out Pine. What a stop in front. They score on the rebound. It's sent home by Ryland Gould, and Swift Current scores on the power period. Up top, Mistelbacher to Mayo. He will fire, and he missed the net. Rebound in front. Pine is down. They score. Dezane sends it home, and it's 6-4 Swift Current with another power play marker. 14 minutes to go in the third period. Top of the right slot. just outside the circle. To the side of the goal, Kettles in behind the net. Backhander scores. 17:21 to play in the third period. Peyton Kettles has cut the deficit in half.
As Luke Mistelbacher able to wind up as he's got 40, close to 41. If he charges it across, backdoor, and Gould, he scores! As here's Luke Mistelbacher handing off to Gould. He's got room on the side. His shot, loose puck, wraparound. Mistelbacher, he scores! They're starting to roll. As Luke Mistelbacher, Wilkie out front, chance Mistelbacher to the backhand, scores! What a goal for Luke Mistelbacher. He's got a pair.
His second of the playoffs, scored by number 27.
And the Broncos answer right back. Luke Mistelbacher with a backdoor pass, and we are tied at 1, a minute 10 in. It's going to be Brady Burney with the tap home goal. Number 16 for Swift Current squares us at 1.
But it gets loud, and it'll get hard to hear us up here, but we'll power through.
Quarterfinal between McBride BC's Tanner Mollendijk and the Medicine Hat Tigers up 2 games. Could be a 3-on-2 Weisblatt dropping, makes a good move, cut off by Kettle, second chance, Pickford scores! He opened the scoring in game 2, and 9:03. Could be a 3-on-2 Weisblatt dropping, makes a good move, cut off by Kettle, second chance, Pickford scores! Be able to block it. He'll float it ahead. Could be a 2-on-1, but Mollendijk gets back. Here's Trey Wilkie, sharp angle. His shot, score! His first Western Hockey League playoff goal. It is first as a Bronco, and Innovation Flex is on their feet. It's 1-1.
I was going to talk about Medicine Hat.
Block it. He'll float it ahead. Could be a 2-on-1, but Mollendijk gets back. Here's Trey Wilkie, sharp angle. His shot, score! Trouble the other way. Here's Richie, 3-on-2. McKenna's open, in tight, fed it across, it's loose, they score! As now it's another round for them. Brzezinski through the middle, Dezane with some good speed, busting in, Amuhanen, his shot, scores! Carolyn Dezane! He'll send some words across. Broncos have their first lead of the series, it's 2-1.
Another shot, just a wide side shot. You don't see a lot of that.
As now it's another round for them. Brzezinski through the middle, Dezane with some good speed, busting in, Amuhanen, his shot, score! McKenna on left wing, into the Broncos zone, he circles, waits for a trailer, coming off the bench. Brian Mulligan has time and space, shot, scores! Josh Van Mulligan cashes in right before the 6-minute mark, and he'll have his first.
What a shot, too, just tucked it underneath the bar.
McKenna on left wing, into the Broncos zone, he circles, waits for a trailer, coming off the bench. Brian Mulligan has time and space, shot, scores! Plays back to the line for Mayo. Cross ice. Kettles has to make a play. McKenna's right there. It bounces in front of Dezane. He scores! A one-hopper! Broncos back out in front 3-2. Carolyn Dezane, his first multi-goal game in the playoffs.
Wow, another great play, Gino. Broncos just putting pucks on.
Plays back to the line for Mayo. Cross ice. Kettles has to make a play. McKenna's right there. It bounces in front of Dezane. He scores! Mayo back from Mistelbacher. He circles. Now for Caswell. Traffic in front. Caswell. Wrister redirected. They score! 2,800 half's going to hit the ice. Carolyn Dezane. First power play goal of the series. And it's a 3-goal night for 24. And it's 4-2 Broncos. Mayo back from Mistelbacher. He circles. Now for Caswell. Traffic in front. Caswell. Wrister redirected. Caswell, the shorthanded Tigers have some room. St. Martin's got a great shot, curls and fires and scores! The one guy you do not want to give a shorthanded chance to is Hunter St. Martin. And he's Caswell
The shorthanded Tigers have some room. St. Martin's got a great shot, curls and fires and scores! Just stays onside. That's been the inches that the McKenna sharp angle trying to take it through. One-timer, they score! Oasis Weisbot initially, Reed Dick made the stop, and it trickles through, and we got a 4-4 game. The failed clears are killing. Just stays onside. That's been the inches that the McKenna sharp angle trying to take it through. One-timer, they score! Against Reed Dick. Comes to the middle. Forehand stays with him. Three. Against Reed Dick. Comes to the middle. Forehand stays with him. Three. Aldyke keeps it now. Kettle stretches it. Dale might have a break of his own. Trying to bust in. Dale backhand. Scores! Connor Dale! With less than 4 minutes to go. The Broncos back out in front 5-4. The biggest goal he's ever scored this place. Aldyke keeps it now. Kettle stretches it. Dale might have a break of his own. Trying to bust in. Dale backhand. Scores! For game 4, there's something wrong with humanity in Southwest Saskatchewan. I think they win. Broncos win 5-4. In game 2, shout out Sawyer Dingman. A victory for the Broncos.
Carolina Hurricanes. Here's a chance, and it takes a nasty hop off the wall. Puck goes to the point. Mistelbacher has it. One-timer Mayo. They score! Boom! Hunter Mayo solves on the power. Far side, sharp angle, rolls out front, chance! Bernie! It goes to the line. Mayo, one-timer, Mistelbacher! Back to the net, he scores!